Open up your MTT. We're going to be working with adding and subtracting polynomials. This is very, very similar to McDonald's math. We're going to be collecting like terms and then combining them. So we're going to take a look at the first addition problem that we have. And what we're going to be doing is looking for like terms. And we're going to go ahead and group those together using the commutative property of addition. So we're going to go ahead and group our x squared terms first. So it's going to be negative x squared plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 5x. You always want to have the exponents in descending order. So remember, descending order for exponents. Okay, so let's go ahead and combine our like terms. Negative 1x and positive 2x gives us x squared plus 8x. Alright, again we're going to be looking for like terms. So we're going to start out with 8j squared minus 4j squared. And then we are going to have 3j minus 2j plus jk minus 2jk. Alright, now you can also think of these as, this is adding a negative 2jk, adding a negative 4j squared, adding a negative 2j. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign, and combine. So we're going to have 4j squared plus j plus negative jk. And because we have a plus negative, we're going to have an or. So it's 4j squared plus j minus jk. When we're subtracting polynomials, we need to make sure that we add a line and change the sign to every single term that is behind the subtraction sign. So you'll notice here we added a line and then we changed the sign of the x squared to positive. This was a positive 2x, so we changed it to a negative 2x. This was a negative 3, so we changed it to a positive 3. Now we're going to go ahead and combine like terms. So we have 8x squared plus x squared plus x plus negative 2x plus negative 6 plus 3. We have 9x squared plus plus negative x plus negative 3. So because we have plus negatives, we have an or. 9x squared minus x minus 3. Okay, again we're going to need to add a line and change the sign. So this is going to be 4d squared plus 2d plus 2. And now we're going to add a line and we're going to change the sign to everything behind. So this is going to be add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. And then we have to change the signs again. That sounds a little bit confusing, so let me go back through this. We're going to go ahead and do minus, and then we're going to put our parentheses in, 5d squared minus 2 minus d. Now, the first thing we're going to do is add a line and change the sign, add a line and change the sign. Now we're going to add a line and change the sign, change the sign, and change the sign. And we're going to go ahead and combine like terms. So we're going to have 4d squared plus negative 5d squared plus 2d plus d plus 2 plus 2. So that's going to give us negative d squared plus 3d plus 4. Again, we did add a line, change the sign first inside of the parentheses, and then we had to do it a second time because we were subtracting. All right, now we're going to be taking a look at how to find perimeter using binomials. So just review what perimeter is. Perimeter means it's the sum of the lengths of the sides. So over here on this triangle, we have 5 plus 3 plus 4 is 12. Now, if I didn't know what this side was, I could do 12 minus 8, and I could find then the missing side. So we're going to do that with our binomials. So the first thing we're going to do is combine the two sides that we know. We're going to do 5x plus 3y plus 3x minus y. Add a line, change the sign. Our 5x and our 3x, we have 8x plus 3y and negative 1y is going to be 2y. Now we need to subtract that from our perimeter. So when we subtract that, it's going to look like this. 9x plus 5y minus, and we have to put the binomial into the parentheses to remind ourselves that we need to subtract both of the terms. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a line, change the sign of everything that is behind the subtraction sign. So now we have 9x and negative 8x, and that's going to give us just x. And then we have positive 5y and negative 2y, which is going to give us plus 3y. So that would be the binomial, that would be the length of this side. All right, now let's really practice the subtracting part. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go inside all of the parentheses and add a line and change the sign. So this is going to be add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. Notice that I only changed the signs inside of the parentheses. Now I'm going to go and change the subtractions to addition. So nothing in the first set of parentheses changes. But because this is a subtraction sign, we're going to add a line, and now we need to change the sign inside. So that's going to become a negative. The 1 is going to become a positive. The 3f is going to become a negative. We're going to do the same thing, add a line, change the sign. The f squared is going to be negative f squared. The negative 2 is going to be positive 2. And the positive f is going to be negative f. Now what we're going to do is start collecting like terms. Again, we want our answer in descending order. So we're going to look for the f squared terms. So we have 5f squared plus negative 4f squared plus negative f squared. Then we're going to take a look at our f's. So then we have plus negative 6f, and then we have plus negative 3f, and then we have plus negative f. Then we're going to be looking for our constants. Our constants are going to be plus negative 2, and then we're going to have plus 1, and then we're going to have plus 2. All right, so let's look and see what we have. We have a positive 5f squared, a negative 4f squared, and a negative 1f squared, so that's going to zero pair out. Then I have a negative 6f plus a negative 3f, that's negative 9f, plus a negative 1f, so that's going to be negative 10f. Now I have a negative 2 and a positive 2, so those zero pair out, so then it's going to be just plus 1.